Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Haunted Minds Book Club Awards. And I'm Nick Roberts. If you don't know me, I'm the author of The Exorcist House and Mean Spirited, and I also created the group Haunted Minds Book Club. And I'm joined with the lovely Candace Nola.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I am still coming to grips with the fact that I'm celebrating New Year's Eve with a book club award. Man,
That
I've come a
you
long way in 12 years. I would have been doing different things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're not. You were here with us,
yeah.
enjoying life. So,
And I kind of came up with this idea out of nowhere. It's like that scene in Frailty. I don't know if you've seen Frailty with Bill Paxton and
yeah.
Matthew McConaughey. It's like an
Yeah.
old. It's a great movie. Okay, so this guy's asleep. Bill Paxton's asleep. In the middle of the night, it's like this angel comes up and gives him this idea. It's either like an angel or he's going insane. That's this award ceremony for me. So like I was laying there and out of nowhere, the phrase "legend of literature" popped in my mind, and I was like, that'd be a cool title for an award. I need to do something cool with this Facebook group that we're operating, and I think an award show in December would be awesome. So then I kind of just came up with, the different categories that we traditionally celebrate in this genre and other genres, and yeah, so that's how this award thing kind of came to be, and starting an award thing in December is is not the greatest thing. So hopefully, what you are seeing, people who are watching, is the rough and unedited first presentation of what will soon be maybe a polished one next year, and we'll have more time to put into this. Um, Once I had the idea for this award show, I know I needed help, and I reached out to Dan Franklin, who is not on right now, but there may be a Dan sighting. He is very elusive, and if you do catch him in the wild, Happy New Year to you. So yeah, and I reached out to Dan, and I reached out to Candace because they have an encyclopedic knowledge of the genre, and they both have passion, and they both are avid readers. And because I knew coming into this award show this late in the game in December, I mean, it's not like the Stokers where we have a recommended reading list from January all the way up to the end of the year. We had a month to put this together. So I had, we kind of got together. I told people to email their recommendations. I told readers to email the recommendations, and we spent hours compiling all of the titles, and I was baffled at how many titles we added to that spreadsheet. I mean, there were hundreds of titles, and that's, multiple votes. So the process of, I was asked how the three of us could possibly have read all of these hundreds of titles. What happened was I asked people to send in their recommendations. We counted up the votes, and we put the popular titles at the top of our reading list. And we kind of did a divide and conquer where we went through, and we have already read a lot of these books, going into this. It's not like we started with, not having read. So then we all just kind of tackled this thing as best we could. And I'm really pleased. I don't know about you, about how it all turned out. The list of nominees that we have in each category. What are your thoughts on what we settled on?
I think it was really hard to come up with just those five out of all of them. We probably could have picked 25 awards and just kept going. But I think the 5 that we have now are well earned, well read, and are just absolutely fantastic writers, authors, stories, books. So I think for this to be our first year, and you threw it together in what, 5 weeks? I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I was pleased just to see the list of titles and authors.
Yeah,
Ranging from
so many.
Debut indie author on the same list as like Stephen King. I thought it was just.
Yeah.
I thought we had a good selection.
That's what I liked about it. It was just wide. It wasn't just, oh, these are all the most popular indie folks, or these are all the mainstream, and we got nothing but mainstream. We got everyone, which was really, really nice.
And people watching, it wasn't just like all indies getting votes, and it wasn't just all traditionally published, huge name authors getting votes. It was spread evenly for the most part. There were some clear favorites in a few categories.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it came down to like narrowing to selecting the winners, because ultimately, yes, the voters voted basically the finalists. We relied heavily on your all's popular vote. But ultimately, what I wanted to do was with this jury, with you, Dan, myself, is to put our minds together and see if we could agree on what we felt was the best. And the Stokers call it superior achievement. I just randomly just said the best, whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought we had some really healthy debates on, and it was tough to pick. For me, at least, it was tough to pick a winner. But
there were a lot of really, can I say really 5 more times? I'm going to try to. Vastly different styles, which made it hard because we had a lot of great authors, but none of them have the same style, the same range, the same voice. All of the entries were excellent, well written, but it was just such an array of styles to read that it was okay. Is it this one or is it this one? This one was great, and I liked A, B, and C, but then option B had A, B, and C, and they nailed this. So it was just such a wide range of really, 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 really great styles, which I think is what I like the most about it, because it was not just the same. It was just such a massive amount of books. So
I was pleased to see a representation of splatterpunk, indie, I guess literary, quote unquote, horror, everything like that. I mean, everything's represented, so I was happy. But I think people are tired of hearing us talk, so let's go ahead and give out an award. And I can't think of a better person to give out this first award, which is Anthology. It is the best anthology. And what I'm going to do is, this is my tech test. I'm going to click on, there we go. I'm going to bring to the stage Mr. Clay Chapman to give out the award for best anthology. So if we add Clay to the stage, I'm hoping it's going to make us disappear. Let's see.
We'll find out.
Needed a trigger warning for that.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, Clay?
It's going great. I am here to introduce. I'm back.
I'm trying to make you big.
I don't need it. You don't have to make me any bigger. This is big enough.
Okay.
Put my head in the window. Hey everybody, my name's Clay, and I get to announce Best Anthology, otherwise known as the Sampler of Splatter, the cornucopia of creepy crawlies, the buffet of booze. Without any further ado, here are your nominees. Does the Dog Die? Edited by Duncan Ralston. Screams from the Ocean Floor, edited by Heather Ann Larson. Hospital of Haunts, edited by Heather Daugherty. Gasps, an anthology of quiet horror by Splatterpunks, edited by Judith Sonnet. Did I say that right? Sonnet? Ooh, I hope so. Bloody Hell, an anthology of UK indie horror, edited by Sarah Jules. Fear of Clowns, edited by Kenneth W. Kane. Wicked Abandoned, the 10th anthology of the New England horror writers, edited by Scott Goodsword and Rob Smales. Bury Your Gaze, an anthology of tragic queer horror, edited by Sophia Ajram. Odd Jobs, edited by T.J. Price. The Rack, edited by Tom Deedy. And last but not least, Hibernator, Stories from the Long Sleep, edited by Zach Graham. And the pen head goes to... It's The Rack, edited by Tom Deedy. Congratulations, Tom. Thank you very much, guys. Have a happy new year, okay?
Happy New Year, Clay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So, yes.
Rack, man.
Awesome. The Rack. That was great. And I
so
believe
many great ones, but The Rack, so many great stories in there.
Yeah. Including one by Clay. He didn't mention that. He could have just said, I'm going to take complete credit for this award and accept it on Tom's behalf because of my contribution. I totally would have done that. That was a mistake. I'm disappointed in Clay. Okay, so first award out of the way. Kind of right on time. So the next person I wanted to bring in here is everybody's friend because she just keeps our little indie horror community together through various projects, various gatherings, and being an admin in one of the greatest groups on Facebook, Books of Horror. So, Tiffany Copland, I wanted you to come on here.
Hello.
Hey,
I know you said, we talked earlier, and you said that you weren't feeling 100%, and I said, tough, suck it up. Come on here.
Yeah, so if I start coughing, I'm sorry.
We won't catch it.
I think everybody's getting sick right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but thank you so much for inviting me on here. I'm super honored to be on here. This is so cool. I am admiring you guys so much. I cannot imagine how hard that was to do. Like, I just, in 5 weeks, and the amount of books you guys had to read and skim through and figure out, and then also with everybody having their own opinions, because, you know, sometimes certain books speak to you at certain times, and I just wanted to say I think what you guys do is awesome. But yeah, so I'm an admin for Books of Horror. We've been doing a lot of different things in there, like the Brawl. And then this past year, we had our first event, which is Books and Brews. The next event that we are doing is Books and Brews 2.0. We are going to have that in August 2nd. And then we also have been sponsoring other events, and there is another one that's going to be a new one at a haunted brewery, January 25th and 26th. And then the 24th is actually a VIP party, and that will be in Pennsylvania, and it's called Dark Drafts, and it's at Booby's Brewery. And I'm not joking. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty cool. And the other thing that I have going on right now is I started Dead Tree Terror, and we are going to do a chapbook competition. And in a couple of weeks, we are going to have signups for it. There will be 40 signups. We will have 4 judges. And how it goes is it's going to be a chapbook that has yet to be published. We are going to have it sent to my partner, Kate, who also does Books and Brews with me. So everybody's going to send 5 of their copies of their chapbooks to Kate and I. Kate and I are going to black out everybody's names, and then we are going to send them to the 4 judges, but we're going to keep 1 good copy. The judges are going to split up the chapbooks by 10. They're going to read 10 each, and then pick out like a few of their favorites to tell the other judges to read. And then they're all going to figure out awards together for those, but they're not going to know who's written them. You're not allowed to say that you're in the chapbook competition. You're not allowed to post about it or anything. So everything is completely blind. So say they could be reading their friend's story and not even know.
Nice.
So it's going to be really, really fun. So I'm really excited. And you've also advised me on it too, Nick. So I always thank you about that stuff. So, but yeah, a lot. I feel like 2025 is going to be a big year for horror. I mean, it just seems to grow bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Indie horror is growing in a big way, and it is very much in part to what you are doing with Books of Horror and your outside projects. So keep on doing awesome things.
Thank you so much. You have a great one.
Thanks,
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next month.
All right.
Bye. All right.
All right.
So that was Tiffany. Always nice to talk with Tiffany. All right, so we are at our second award, and we're running great on time right now.
We are.
I'm surprised.
So the next award is being presented by who?
Did you not take notes when we went?
No, I took notes. I didn't know if you wanted to step in or not, Nick. I'll say it. None other than Jeff Strand and Bridget Nelson. Let's bring them on, Nick, if you can push the right button.
Jeff Strand and Bridget Nelson are our third award. Our second award is for collection.
Oh, well, see, I wrote my notes down wrong, so okay.
That's all right.
Well, up to you, Nick.
Yes.
Save me or move on.
All right, so we will go with collection.
Okay.
So, want to go with round 2?
Nope, I'm gonna let you do it. I messed up. Can't recover right now, Nick. I can't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling you. I should have just rolled with it, but I didn't want to throw off Jeff and Bridget. Like, I didn't know if they were like presenting something or like preparing something.
It's okay. I'm bringing in 2025 in a great way, just like this, messing it up.
Yeah, I like the vibe.
It's all right.
All right. So our second award is for best collection.
Yes.
And this was very tough to whittle down, even to 10 finalists, let alone one winner. So to announce our winner, let's go ahead and bring to the stage Mr. Roland Bercy.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody who's watching. And thank you guys, Nick and Candace, for bringing me on. This is exciting. I have family in the other room. I told them not to bother me for a few minutes.
I hope they do.
Huh?
You brought them all in to distract you.
I actually was going to bring my sister in, but no, that's okay.
Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I'm good because I'll have to scream for her. Anyways, I'm Roland Bercy Jr., author of the infamous Abortion and Dr. Parasite, and then most recently, The Dryad of Dueling Oaks and Tongue Wrestling for Tonsil Stones, which is a tasty treat. And tonight, I'm here to present Best Collection, and I'm going to try and get through these names without messing up too much.
That's okay. I already messed up.
No, you did a great job.
Good.
So let's get it started. So first we have In Those Fading Stars by Andrew Najberg. Stories I Forgot, a Chicago horror collection by Chaz Williams. This Skin Was Once Mine and Other Disturbances by Eric LaRocca. Levitating Stories by Gage Greenwood. Sleeping in the Fire by John Durgan. Not a Speck of Light by Laird Barron. Love is a Crematorium by Mercedes Yardley. We've Already Gone Too Far by MJ Mars. No One Is Safe by Philip Fracassi. Thanks, Nick. I had to ask him how to say that name. And last but not least, You Like It Darker by Stephen King. And the Pinhead Award for Best Collection goes to Levitating Stories by Gage Greenwood.
All right.
Congratulations, Gage.
Let's go, Gage. Good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
All right. Roland,
Yeah,
thank you so
that
much
was
for
hard.
helping us out.
Yeah, it's fun. You guys, Happy New Year. You guys are all amazing.
New Year, Roland.
Bye.
Happy New Year. So, Gage,
How about that?
how about that? Levitating Stories. I mean, packed some weight.
I mean, who would have pegged Gage for winning this? I mean, you're not really. Who's Gage? Like, remind me of who he is again? I don't think anyone is, right?
Some guy who just beat
Some
Stephen
guy.
King.
Some guy.
Yeah.
Right? Did he just beat Stephen King?
And I'm sure he'll tell 10 different Facebook groups about it already.
That's fantastic.
We may have just created a monster and unleashed the apocalypse on 2025. Sorry.
I'm blaming you, Nick. Congratulations to Mr. Gage. Fantastic win.
Yes. Great book. Go out and get Levitating. So our next, let me check. I'm gonna keep checking time. So yeah,
we're good on time.
Good. Yes. Okay. So our next, not presenters,
Okay.
but our next guests to come in and join us
is
Ben Young, Lauren Young, and I was promised that there weren't going to be any puppets. That's just all I asked. I said, just come on, just do a straight read. We just want to see your smiling faces. Take it as seriously as possible. So let's welcome. They promised they would. So I'm bringing them on. See, we're off to a great start already.
What? Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren.
We are live, everyone, at the first annual Haunted Book Club Awards, Haunted Minds.
Hi, Biggie. Woo, Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie, we're live.
Live?
Yeah.
What's live?
It means all of indie horror is watching us right now.
Watch now?
Now.
Watch Biggie?
Yep.
Ooh, Biggie's scared, run away.
Uh-oh. All right. I guess he's gone. I guess that leaves Morty and Rigger, a.k.a. Riggy Gervais.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You know, so how's everybody? Are you guys having fun so far?
Yeah, I'm having a ball.
I am too, except
I don't know why we had to stop watching the Twilight Zone marathon to fucking stroke Nick Roberts' ego. How many hands does that take?
Oh. Well, I will say
I'm
that.
happy to be here.
Well, I will say that Nick Roberts is on my shit list because where was the red carpet? Like, I want to know who everyone's wearing.
Well, I know what Josh Mallory's wearing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he wears the same blazer and hat every day, like Mickey Mouse.
Touche.
Yeah, but he's got style.
Touche.
Well, look at us.
Yeah, look at you guys.
We're all dressed
Get
up.
higher, in your tux.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh Mallerman, he's up for best novel. Also Gage Greenwood.
Yeah, you just fucking won one.
That is the personal one that I want to win because I mean it was dedicated to yours truly, the book.
No, not Block Island wasn't.
Oh crap.
You don't even know what fucking book your name is? Jesus.
crap. He won Best Collection just now anyway. So, like, who does he think he is? Meryl Streep?
Yeah, I thought he'd be like the Leo DiCaprio, but nominated and lose every time.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh, Cage is great. Stop it.
But okay. What about this one? What about Joey Pollinger? That's
we love
Ben's
him.
buddy. We love him, right?
Yeah, but where did he get the bright idea to put his own dog in the book? I wonder.
Oh,
What's that?
don't sweat it, Joey. This is actual footage when Ben realized he was not in the finals. He's just a little salty.
kind of upset still.
It's all right.
Yeah, he wouldn't fucking come.
Yeah. So the next guy, I don't understand the next. Sean McDonough? Like,
Yeah, we love Sean.
no, but he's gross. He writes pornographic doodles. Look how disgusting that is. Who let
Hold on,
him
wait.
win?
No, you can't put those two together.
What do you mean?
Sean draws balls, and Nick wants Sharpie dicks.
Oh.
So he's just trying to get people to draw genitalia on him.
Oh, it all makes sense now. I knew that Nick was disappointed in the
Needs
first
his
round when
dicks
he only
of
got like
Sharpie
2.
dicks.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Are there kids watching?
let's move on. Best Novella. Jen Osborne. She's up. What do you guys think of her?
She's great. Yeah, well, speaking of kids, doesn't she have a mommy blog? It's
Yeah.
not fucking scary. You'll give an award to anybody. Jesus.
Wait. No. If she's a mommy blogger, I think she's got to win. I mean,
Yeah,
she
that's
knows
scary.
true horror mommy.
Scare me.
And she's got to be better than Mike Saul, right? Like, did anyone even read that?
Who's that?
Yeah, right?
I think one guy read that.
Oh, you really? Who?
Yeah, and then he just made 500 fake email addresses and submitted a bunch of times.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
And okay, next up. My personal fave, Paul Tyndall, you guys.
yeah, with the little cows.
Yes, Hunting Snipe. Like, how
God,
amazing
people
is that?
fucking shut up about that book.
Because it was so good.
How do you keep these 20-year-old authors separate? Like, he's just Timu Devin Cabrera.
Yeah, that is kind of uncanny.
Freaky.
That is freaky. But anyways, we just saw Best Anthology. I can't believe Duncan win. That didn't win. That was a shocker.
Well, that's why we're all here.
What do you mean?
Nick just wanted to watch Duncan lose again. His greatest score of the night.
I get it.
That seems mean-spirited.
Oh, and MJ Mars. The fact that MJ did not win Best Collection, I might have to go full Kanye West on this because
oh my gosh,
yeah,
I love MJ.
yeah, right. We
Well,
love
yeah, I
MJ.
mean, we all
MJ's
do.
the best.
Yeah, but I really do.
What did that mean?
I mean, she's great.
Listen, keep my woman's name out your fucking mouth.
Nick, I think we've been replaced.
Awkward. Okay. On that note, do we have any wrap it up music? I guess I'm just gonna throw it back to Nick and
We
Candace.
need a hook to like drag you off.
Yeah.
We've been
I'll
replaced.
take
Nick.
them off before anything else happens.
Lauren can handle it from here. I
Okay.
think I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. We got
Wait,
hijacked
I
there
get
for
to
a
bring
minute.
them on now, right? This is the one I messed up, right?
Yeah.
Right? This is
Yeah.
my mess up. It's
Yeah.
my turn.
This is your redo.
It's my redo. Okay, for best novella, right? Best novella.
It is best novella.
All right. So for this award, we are bringing on Jeff Strand and Bridget Nelson for best novella. Yay! I got it right.
So just to be clear, we would have been ready to go on second. We were prepared for
He
whatever
could've went with
curveball
it,
you
right?
threw.
He
We were-
could have went with it. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's all right.
So yeah, I am
Remember-
Jeff
remember-
Strand, and this is Bridget Nelson.
Hi.
And I would like to welcome everybody to the novella category.
Woohoo!
I can't wait to find out if we won.
Yeah,
No.
but you got to read all the names first.
We're not up for an award.
Wow.
What?
What?
We're not finalists.
I fixed my hair for this.
Well, I know, so did I, but no, we're presenters.
Oh.
You said we were finalists.
No.
Didn't you tell
I
her?
am the finalists. I sat there muttering angrily, and you must have misheard. No, we're presenters.
So I'm not up for an award, but my consolation prize is that I get to give one to somebody else.
Yes.
Being a presenter is a way bigger honor. The viewers don't care who won, they care who's presenting. Look, anybody can win an award. The winners are long forgotten. People will still be talking about the presenters.
Are the finalists cool?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. The finalists for Novella are Elizabeth Broadbent, Inkvine,
Jennifer Osborne, Moribund.
Kimberly Nicole, The Considerate Cannibal,
Megan Stockton, Lovely, Dark, and Deep.
Mike Salt, This All Ends Horribly,
Nat Cassidy, Rest Stop.
Paul Avery Tyndall, This House Will Never Be Warm,
Stephen King, The Dreamers.
T. Kingfisher, What Feasts at Night.
And Wrath James White, Rabbit Hunt.
And the winner for the Haunted Minds Book Club Awards 2024 Best Novella is Megan Stockton, Lovely, Dark, and Deep.
Congratulations.
Yay, Megan.
Congrats to Megan.
Jeff with the mic drop, flashing the stove.
Wow. And they just give them out to anybody these days. I swear. I only took them, so many years.
Oh, congratulations
Well
to
deserved.
Megan.
Yes.
Very, very well deserved. And thank you, Jeff and Bridget, for helping us out this evening.
You're very welcome. Happy New Year to everybody watching.
Happy New Year to you
To
guys.
Nick and Candace.
Good night. Happy New Year. You look great. Even though I messed up.
Sorry. We'll try again
I'm not
next.
letting that go the rest of the night. I'm not.
All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Well, I'm going to deviate from our regularly scheduled program
We have a spotting. Yeah,
because I have a spotting right now.
we do.
We do. I see him out in the wild of the green room, and I'm
Bring
going
him
to
in.
bring him to the stage right now because
There
that
he
is
is.
Dan the Man Franklin, and he has got the guns right
Nice.
up in the screen.
Gun show.
He knows
I
what he's
have-
doing. Hi,
I
Dan.
have tiny people who do not want to sleep because they're very excited.
I mean,
I sadly am still my fake Stoker is coming off of eBay, so I could try to one up Jeff Strand, but I really can't. So
But it didn't get there in time.
I mean, I can draw one and like make it like if you use your imagination, it can count.
No, we can't one up Jeff Strand. He waited so long to win that.
He's
Well
fantastic.
deserved. I think I would have done the same thing.
He's fantastic. But
Put it right in front.
cheers.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, and this is so cool.
Dan, well,
Glad you're on, Dan.
I know we had to wait until you had a moment where you could get away. So I just wanted, while both of you are here, I wanted to thank both of you for all the hard work you all put into this, because spreadsheets, tallying votes, our debates on the merits of who should be on there and who should not, and it was a lot. And I don't even think I knew how much I was asking of you all when I asked you to join this jury, because I want everyone out there to know that these two received, even though they were on the jury, they received quite a bit of votes. And so next year it's going to be a whole new jury. But I just wanted to thank you all for your hard work, because without you all helping me out, I know that this would not have happened. So
And thank you for inviting me. It was so cool. It was awesome. So many different books. It just gave an excuse to go on a reading binge and go through a ridiculous number of them. It was awesome. Cheers.
Nothing like reading
Perfect.
505 weeks.
Yep, that'll do it.
all right. So Dan, if you're welcome to stay for as long as you want. If you have to jump off, I won't. No questions asked. But
I'll look around for a little.
Our next guest is my boss. Everyone has a boss. My boss is named Cora Roberts, and she has sort of garnered her own fan base and usurped me as I used to think of myself as king of this domain, but she is the queen supreme, and I would like to bring her to the stage right now. So Cora, I'm cutting you off at a certain time, so come on down.
There she is.
All right. So, Cora, what was your favorite scary book that you read this year?
Eerie Elementary.
Ooh,
Eerie
stuff.
Elementary. Okay. And I know that you had these up here.
Very nice.
as the green screen tries to eat them.
Green screen's eating them.
Okay, so yeah, that's Cora's pick for her book of the year was Erie Elementary. So if you have kids, check out Erie Elementary. And I know you wanted to do another recommendation.
Mean Spirited.
All right, that's amazing.
Now, there is a caveat to that. I did not tell her just to plug Mean Spirited. I promise. Now, why did you pick Mean Spirited?
Because
Talk to them.
Because I'm in the book.
Well, I wouldn't put you in the book. You're in there before the story starts. Do you remember what that's called? Starts with a D. Yes. This book was dedicated to Cora Jane. So that's why Mean Spirited's her favorite. Anything else?
Makes sense.
I have a YouTube channel called Cora Jane, and I also have bookmarks that I sell.
Nice. All right. Hey, you good? All right. Thank you, Cora. I'm sure
Thank you, Cora.
Your fans are thrilled with that. And
no, sorry, I tried to control that as long as I could, but
all right. Yeah, she had to get her legion of fans. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, let me see. Where are we on time? Okay, so we're good. Okay. I hesitate to do this to the world. So, Felix Blackwell, he was scheduled to present the best novel category, the first ever novel for our award show. Unfortunately, Felix is not going to be able to present tonight. However, I got somebody that's a little better than Felix, someone that's even a little more elusive and mysterious than Felix. And I'm going to have to share my screen for a second because this is a little video to announce the winner for Novel of the Year. Give me 1 second to share my screen. And here we go, guys.
It is a black omen to write in poor health. You will remain in bed and read these books that follow. You will obey this, my counsel.
Hello, everyone. Felix Blackwell here. Got you from my cozy bed because I'm ill after reading John Durgan's newest abomination. Well, Nick Roberts has asked me to hand out the penhead for best novel, probably because Ronald Malfi keeps leaving him on read, and he knows Devin Cabrera and Edmund Stone would immediately turn him down. So here I am. So without further ado, let's have the contenders. Blaine Daigle, A Dark and Endless Sea. I'm going to have to convince this guy to co-author a book with me because he understands how to make a person's skin crawl even better than Gage Greenwood after 2 drinks. And even if he's in the penhead, he definitely wins the Felix Blackwell's Dude Whose Book Covers Are Hot Fire Award. Next up, we've got Oh, Speak of the Devil is Gage Greenwood with On a Clear Day You Can See Block Island. I remember when I first read this novel and I thought to myself, fuck this guy. Fuck you for doing everything I like to do in writing better than me. I remember trying to tell Gage how brilliant this project was, but this dude is like the Sudoku grandma with his phone. If you're lucky, you'll get 1 text from him. Gwendolyn Keist, The Haunting of Velkwood. I haven't read this one yet, but it's on my TBR, and because of my love for stories about haunted houses and towns with dark secrets, this shit's gonna have me sweating like Matt Gaetz at a PTA meeting. Joseph Murnane, It Eats Your Hunger. This book has one of those plots that made me say, why didn't I think of this? It's simple, but it's elegant, soulful, creative. But then I realized there's no way I could have thought of something like this because unlike Nick Roberts, I didn't spend the first years of my career snorting Funyun powder off big rig dashboards at Midwestern truck stops while wearing a bathrobe that looks like it was found in Silent Hill. But I guess you got to write what you know. Josh Mallerman, Incidents Around the House. Mallerman. Nope, never heard that name before. Must be some nobody that Nick found in some obscure Facebook group of horror perverts. You know, Nick Roberts and I had a conversation about how to pronounce Josh's last name because I actually wasn't really sure. So I said, is it Mall? Like John Durgan lures children at the mall into his ice cream truck? And Nick said, no, it's Mal. Like John Durgan's ice cream truck malfunctioned last week while he was fleeing from the police. Leigh Kenny, hush, my darling. Leigh and I have something in common in that we both have a three-legged cat. But where we depart is that she's actually a good writer. Like all of her works, this novel is sprinkled with just a little bit of that elvish magic that gives Irish literature its emotional lilt. Fun fact, in 2008, Gage Greenwood murdered a transient and stole a kilo of that Irish prose powder from the corpse, and that's what turned him into the alcoholic potato that he is today. Marcus Cleaver, We Used to Live Here. Brilliant, understated, otherworldly, deeply unsettling and thought-provoking. Cleaver is a serious writer, unlike John Durgan, and therefore I cannot make any jokes here. Michelle von Eschen and Jonathan Butcher, Motel Sticks. Now, here's a book I wish I hadn't read immediately after eating a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. Sean McDonough, Not Another 80s Horror Novel. This is a fun one, and it reminds me of John Durgan's The Curse Among Us. Sean had better hope that this book doesn't blow up because some of the monsters in it are going to get him pitchforked by some heavy-breathing TikTokers. And you know, for as big of a fan of Sean's as he is, you would think that John Durgan would know how to pronounce his name, but instead, he unsarcastically calls him McDonough. Stephen Graham Jones, The Angel of Indian Lake. And just like that, Jones shows up at the last minute to remind us all what real skill in writing looks like. If you think you've got a cool story and you want to suddenly feel like throwing it in the fucking trash can, pick up a copy of Indian Lake and spend your weekend thinking about which new career you'd like to shame spiral into. And the penhead for Haunted Mind's best novel goes to Josh Mallerman. Congratulations, Josh. Well done.
All right.
Nick, you brought me out of retirement for this. I'm going back to bed.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, that was amazing. That was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So
That was the best thing I think I've heard all year.
Okay, so we survived that.
We did.
Okay, so our next recipient, I'm not seeing one here yet. He did say that his internet was going to be in and out, so let me check email. No email.
I could announce Jeff and Bridget again.
I mean, can you? Because they're phenomenal. So
Gonna bring back Jeff. No, we're not.
I can send. Well, technically, we're 2 minutes early from when he's supposed to arrive, so maybe he's like one of these people who gets there like right at the precise minute. Like that's how detailed his schedule is. Or maybe in the last 2 hours since I talked to him, he just decided to do other important things.
Maybe he decided he doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah.
Or you. Can't be me. I'm the nicest person in indie horror, so it has to be you. He ghosted you. Not me.
Well, I just got a message. Felix is laughing at us right now, so
I should hope so because that was fantastic.
all right. I'm just going to send a quick message. If you all want to talk about anything while I'm awkwardly doing this.
No, I'm just going to awkwardly bring back Jeff and Bridget again.
try to convince them that you're actually Durgan.
So, hey, Dan, how are you? What are you working on?
Well, how are you?
I'm great.
Did nothing productive. It was wonderful.
Nothing great. That's good. What are you working on? What's next for Mr. Dan Franklin?
I am trying to like salvage my ability to get anything done. It's
Okay.
fantastically not there, but I'm attempting
I
to.
feel
So
that. I feel
I
that.
have lots of projects, like 90% done, and then I get distracted by squirrels. Not
Squirrels.
literally squirrels, but like the
Me
squirrel
too.
thing. Like I'm not
Me too.
actually. I actually have a long history with squirrels, but that's a different time.
I'm working on 5 different things right now, and I'm easily distracted also. So, do you remember when I first met you and how
Yes, I
hard
do.
I fangirled about your book?
That was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. So I'm.
And you were the newest person in the room, and it was hysterical.
It was so cool. I brag about that. I mean, it's to like my 6-year-old, so it's not that big of a brag, but I mean, it counts for something. So.
I mean, I thought it was fantastic. We're just gonna ignore Nick and talk amongst me and Dan right now, or I can bring on Jeff and Virgin again.
Oh, he disappeared.
Oh, where'd he go? He vanished. Oh no.
Well, in that case,
I guess it's our show now, Dan.
We can talk trash about him.
So you know that one day when we were talking about Nick and he said, "Oh well,"
and then he's like discount Durga. Oh hi.
I just disconnected myself.
Where did you go, Nick?
I don't know.
Oh look, it is time, sir. It is time.
Okay, so we have our next recipient waiting in the wings. So, like I said at the top of the show, what really propelled me to pursue this award ceremony at the beginning of December, like a crazy person, was just like in the movie Frailty when the angel just sent that idea of you need to go out and kill demons. So if you haven't seen Frailty, this makes no sense to you whatsoever. But if you are a horror fan like our next recipient is, it might make sense to this person. But yeah, so I was sleeping and I had this term pop in my mind, legend of literature. And I thought that would make a really badass title for an award. But then I thought, well, I started this Facebook group this year. I want to do something really cool. How about an end of the year award show for December? And we'll throw in Legend of Literature as sort of like the big award to celebrate one's body of work. What I do want to hit home with, though, is that this is by no means a lifetime achievement award, because this recipient is a legend, a living legend, and he's still putting out stuff year after year. His best work, I 100% believe, is still going to keep coming. So I'm going to go ahead and add Mr. Stephen Grant, well, Dr. Stephen Graham Jones. Stephen Graham Jones. There he is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Man, have y'all seen this? This is amazing. It's got pencils, pens, keyboard, heart. Those are pretty much the 4 things that being a horror writer is made of. That to me, anyways, that's the way I like to try to do it. I bet it's the way a lot of y'all do it as well. But this is such a big honor. This is and thank you, Nick, for saying it's not like a lifetime, because that means that like I'm gone, So I want to still be here doing this for as long as people will let me, But this is so amazing.
Tell you
Thank
something
you so much.
about the award. The actual design of the award. I'm getting echo really bad. Is anybody else getting echo?
There's the echo. There's the echo.
Huh.
We good now? Yeah, I think we're good now.
I'm just excited. It's Stephen Graham Jones.
Anyway, I just wanted to say the design of the award was meant to show that, it's someone who gave their heart to this profession. And that's why it is a heart bursting out of a keyboard, out of a typewriter. And it also wanted to, have the theme that ink is pumping through your heart, that you bleed ink, and that's why we kind of Alexandrea Christianson and I, we kind of designed the idea of the pens going into the heart. And honestly, we couldn't think of a more appropriate person to give it to than you. And with your with your Indian Lake trilogy, and this year with Angel of Indian Lake and I Was a Teenage Slasher, you're proving that you're at the top of your game, sir. And I had the privilege of reading an arc of the Buffalo Hunter. I can't wait for that to come out and for everyone to read that book. It's wait until you meet Goodstad. That's all I'll say. And then now I'm going to shut up and let Dr. Jones talk. You're on mute.
That means a lot coming from you, Nick, because you're one of the scariest writers I know, man. So, this semester in my grad seminar, when we talked about Mean Spirited, at the end of the semester, we all went on the board and ranked our top books, and you and Paul Tremblay y'all were back. I think y'all were tied. It was back and forth. You like Mean Spirited and Head Full of Ghosts. We decided those were the two best possession books that we have. So,
wow.
So it means a lot. Thank you. This is gonna look so cool up on my shelf where I put my stuff. It's far and away the coolest one I've got, I think.
You deserve it, and we're thrilled that you deserve it and like it, because I know Alexandria, she put a ton of work into it. The first one couldn't have gone to a better recipient.
Man, I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. I know you're busy, and I know back to it, and enjoy your New Year's Eve.
Thank y'all. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay, there we go. We had our first ever recipient, Stephen Graham Jones. He accepted his award. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
so we still have a couple minutes to go, guys. We nailed this schedule, and I am thoroughly impressed with our ability to do that.
I think it's time to bring on Jeff and Bridget, though, right?
It's never not a good time to bring on Jeff and Bridget.
I mean, that's true. It's true.
But
this was actually a lot of fun, and I wasn't doing anything this evening anyway. But I was gonna, probably sit here at my desk the rest of the night. So this was fun.
I wanted to thank you all again, and I wanted to give you all this opportunity before we wrap this up to plug what you all have coming out in 2025, what we can look forward to in your world. So, Dan, what do you have coming down the pipeline? If you can talk about it.
I have three novella thing that is me and Lee Kenny and somebody else, and it's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, we think you're cool, so
It's obviously Nick Roberts. In case this, so I'm just fresh.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Can't wait to see it. Whatever.
Anything else?
I'm just really excited. There's Stephen Graham Jones. Sorry, I'm still processing that.
He's scared, girly.
I'm going to need a few minutes where I try not to squeal with delight.
No, actually, I want you to squeal. So if you could.
Yeah, no,
let that out.
I have some books or something that are coming up, but it's Stephen Graham Jones. I mean, oh my God, he's cool. But yeah,
yeah, I've listened to so many interviews with him I know what a cool and down to earth person he is, and even knowing that, it's still tough to keep my thoughts together. And then the echo completely threw me off. I wanted to get up and run out of the room, but Candace, what do you have coming up for 2025?
Oh, sir. I don't know. You put me in a spot. I have, for personal work, I have Hank Flynn 2 coming out in early April, I believe. Bishop 3 will be out in time for Author Con in late March. I have 2 collections coming out this year, a novel in late fall coming out that I'm not going to talk about yet, and the anthology that should have been out this year, but due to a lot of personal obstacles and whatever else, that will actually be out in March of 2025 as well, just in time for AuthorCon 5. And for the publishing house, we have our new authors that are going to be announced here right around January 15th. I'm very pleased with all the submissions that we had in, so can't wait for you guys to all hear about that. And I think the publishing house is going to have a total of, don't quote me on this because I haven't added them up yet, but I think 8 releases this year, not counting mine. That is just for the publishing house. So
Awesome.
busy, lots to do.
You are way more organized than I am. I mean,
I am not. I am a dumpster fire, and I have whiteboards all over my house and giant Post-it notes on this entire wall in front of me. What about you, Nick?
So January 17th, Anathema Legacy drops. And like Dan alluded to, I'm working with Dan and Lee Kinney on our Urban Legends novella collection that's going to be released by Crystal Lake Publishing. It'll be out hopefully early spring. We're working on it, and we just got word that Adam Caesar is going to write the foreword to it. And I couldn't be happier because that guy just exudes excitement for the genre, and I know he'll set the mood for an urban legend collection. And then I've got my short story collection coming out March 28th for AuthorCon. I will have it there. It's called Nocturnal by Nature and Other Stories.
Nice.
And then September, The Exorcist House Resurrection. It is the last time I'm stepping into this world. It'll close the whole circle of that universe, and I will be moving on to other things. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right. Guys, I so appreciate you all doing this and being here. And
absolutely. Thank you.
Happy New Year, and thank you, and cheers.
Happy New Year. I'll let you all get back to whatever you want to do, and see you next year.
Happy New Year to all you guys. And, if you're out, please be safe. See you next year. I think it's like a rule you have to say.
Yeah, no, one of us had to cave. I'm glad it was you.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Later.